Sunshine today, high of 70. Clear tonight, low 45. For tomorrow, cloudy skies, high 60. Clouds and 60 on Friday, and for Saturday, rain likely with a high 58. Overnight, with 39 was the low. Yesterday's high was 62. Currently, humidity at 81%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.11. Or 30.1, rather. Right now, we've got sunshine at 43 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
K-O.
K.O.
K-O.
K.O. K.O.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, it's KO Wednesday. If you didn't know already, Ken Odie here, along with Mark Turney. I'm Mike Dreeth. Mark, I told you, and I offered to the news guy as well. Mm-hmm. I will take you on Friday at lunch, my treat, to the Fairfield Fire Chili Dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I've done that for years.
I got 3 words for you. What do you want?
What do I want? Nothing. I just
butter
want
me up with free chili.
No,
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I just
I
wanted to
will
offer.
accept the offer.
So I don't know if Jeff, made it sound like, oh, I don't know, I got so much to do.
Okay, do you dip your peanut butter sandwich in the chili?
I don't.
I don't usually
not a
eat
dipper.
peanut butter sandwiches with chili.
I don't either.
I do the grilled cheese, but I do dip the grilled cheese in the chili.
No, I'm not a dipper. I'm sorry. Did you hear this morning the spot we had that the hospital foundation was having a Tang breakfast?
Pancakes and Tang.
I hadn't heard Tang
And then
be
go out,
promoted.
and then go out and
before.
run a 5K.
Yeah.
That's not going to be pretty.
I got it. But when's the last time you heard Tang be promoted? I mean, after
last year
It's what
about
the
this-
astronauts
last year
do.
about this time.
Apollo 11 drank Tang.
I remember the Tang commercial. I mean, I didn't know they still sold Tang until last year at this time when they had the breakfast.
Well, there you go. It was the first time I've heard it.
Last
So I thought that
Christmas,
was
I
interesting.
made a holiday punch,
Yeah.
if you will,
You want a Tang punch?
and it had one of the ingredients was Tang.
I bet you I know what the other ingredients were.
You made a little holiday punch that had a little Tang.
Yeah.
Next time you have Brother Bill Book out here, ask him about his recipe.
I don't know. This thing needs a little Tang.
right.
By the way, the Lady Mules, congratulations. That was a tough one. That was supposed to be a really difficult one with Norris City last
Norris
night.
City, one of the better teams in Class 1A. Mules, one of the better teams in Class 2A.
Yeah.
And they came away with a 2-set victory last night in
Okay.
both the JV and the varsity match.
On
So-
the road.
Postseason beckons.
Yep.
Right?
We got we'll broadcast tomorrow night's game at Sisney,
Right.
the final regular season game, and then Tuesday, the Lady Mules open up at the West Frankfort Regional against either Johnston City or West Frankfort,
Okay.
and we'll be there and have the game for you.
We're doing postseason.
Yeah, we're doing we're
Great.
we're going to carry them.
Have either one of you ever performed the Heimlich maneuver on anyone?
Only in practice.
How about you?
I did on a guy once, but he wasn't choking. No, I have not.
There's a story there.
I've only done it in practice.
No, I haven't.
You know.
Yesterday, I went home at lunch, and we've got these little bite-sized treats that the hounds like. So I walked out back, and I threw it at Cletus. Cletus, catches it in his mouth, and he can swallow it.
That's the quickest you've ever seen him move.
Well, no, he moved pretty fast in the parade, getting after the Tootsie Rolls that were on the street.
How come his name? You should change his name to Hoover, Cletus Hoover.
Yeah, he can suck up the candy. Anyway, I threw one to JoJo, the female basset
Yeah.
hound. I didn't even think. I picked her up. I did the Heimlich maneuver, and she gave me this look like, "What the heck are you doing?"
Did it work?
It did work.
Okay.
Saved my basset hound.
All right.
So it was good to know. It's the same thing happened. I mean, you get underneath the rib cage and you pop it out.
Yeah.
I took a picture.
I
Go
just
ahead.
I just see this doing that to my dog. And
Oh, you should have seen the look on her face.
Somebody
It's like,
standing
what are
near
you
there.
doing? I was afraid I would break her, her rib cage if I did it.
I heard you pee all over you.
She didn't. She didn't.
That's what I was thinking.
A couple other things. I took a picture yesterday of the tree as we walk out our house that's in front of the Hannah house. It was magnificent.
Well, there's some beautiful trees
picture,
right
yeah.
now.
They sure are.
The
Well,
other
they've-
one,
seems like they've changed in just a week.
yeah,
Well,
like
you know,
overnight.
Well, we had that warm weather, and then it rained and got cold or colder, and I think that rain and that cold makes the colors pop.
I saw, there's another one on
Center Street,
West Center.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful. And the other one that I haven't looked at yet, but every year it always used to just amaze me, was down near the bridge at the cemetery at Maple Hill.
Yep. I
There's
know
a
exactly
big,
what you're talking
beautiful
about.
tree right there.
And
that's
also, as you turn the
gorgeous.
corner up by the cemetery, in the park itself, beautiful.
Yeah. By the way, I went and bought another tag yesterday. Another deer tag, and I bought a fall turkey tag too. I've become obsessed, and so I went to Wayne White and got those tags, and then I went to Ultra Products, and Carla's taking care of putting a new scope on my my gun, so I'm getting ready for a shotgun season. And she's taking care of my crossbow. I had some things there that needed to be fixed, so I'm going to go back there today.
That's irony. He saves one animal,
Yeah.
the Heimlich maneuver, and then gets
He's
tagged
taking
to
the
kill
rest of
another.
them, by the way. And Show Us Your Rack is going strong. I'm going to go get the T-shirts. The first 20 people that send us the picture with them and their deer get T-shirts from Ultra Products. They bring us, they come out here and get a letter to take to Ultra Products. I'm picking up those T-shirts and taking them out to Carla
All right.
this afternoon.
So I was at the Elks last night.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ran into George Hornick.
Okay.
Okay, and he looks at me. He goes, "Hey, tomorrow's KO Wednesday, right?"
It is.
And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I've got a trivia question for Ken." All
Okay,
right.
you fire.
And
As I said,
now-
this could go a lot of different
Now,
directions.
okay, I'm going to ask you the trivia question first,
All right.
okay? And you give me an answer, what you think it is. And then from that answer, we're going to have a trivia question for somebody to win 4 tickets to see the Illini. Not this weekend, but but a week from Saturday.
They're home against Rutgers, and as you can tell because you had these tickets. These are good
Oh,
seats.
yeah, these are good
And
seats.
guess what? They might win.
Yeah. All right, here's the question.
All right.
It has to do with the Heisman Trophy. Okay?
Okay.
Who is the first winner of the Downtown Athletic Club Trophy in 1935? Became the Heisman Trophy the year after that. But who was the first winner of the Downtown Athletic Club Trophy? Played football in the state of Illinois in college, but never played professionally.
Okay, well, that eliminates Red Grange.
It's way after.
Yeah,
Red
it's way,
Ridge.
way after Red Grange.
In 1935.
This is a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a
is
tough
hard.
one. It is a tough one.
Dum, dum, dum,
All right.
dum, dum.
Okay.
I give up.
I'll just give you the answer. John Jacob J. Burwanger.
I thought you were going to say John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmitz.
Well, that was a long distant relative. All right. Anyway, he was a college football player and referee. First winner of the Downtown Athletic Club Trophy in 1935. The award was renamed the Heisman Trophy the year after that. Okay. Burwanger was a star halfback for what college? Now, the college is in Illinois, okay?
And this is where you're going to get your 4 tickets?
And this is where you're going to get your 4 tickets. First caller, 842-3715, who can tell us where Jay Burwanger played college football at back in the 30s.
This might take a while.
It
So in
could
the
take a
meantime,
while.
let's do this. I can't get enough of that. This is Johnny Carson's birthday today.
Hi-oh.
Yes, KO. Of course, Johnny left us in 2005 at the age of 79. Between
Late night has never been the same.
No, it hasn't.
No, it has not.
1962 to 1992, the host of The Tonight Show. At the age of 12, he got a magic kit, and he did his first presentation at a Kiwanis meeting in Nebraska. After high school, he hitchhiked to Hollywood. In 1950, he was on, before he hitchhiked, he was on WOW radio and TV in Omaha, Nebraska. Wow, TV and radio.
Wow.
He joined Red Skelton's writing staff in the mid-50s, and when Red Skelton accidentally knocked himself out doing rehearsal 1 hour before he went on the air, Carson stepped in. That was his first big break. Can you believe knocking yourself out in rehearsal?
How do you do that?
Well, he did it. And then Jack Benny brought him on his show the same year, and that's where Carson had this unbelievable bond with Benny. You could even tell the mannerisms.
Yeah.
That he had, Benny's mannerisms.
The looks.
Yes.
Because Benny had that look. He'd always look at the camera, and
Timing.
Carson had the same look. You could tell.
He was the host of Who Do You Trust from 1957 to 62. It was a daytime show on ABC, and his sidekick was Ed McMahon.
Yep.
He declined The Tonight Show when Jack Parr resigned. Guess who else rejected The Tonight Show when Johnny Carson did?
Merv Griffin.
No.
Joey Bishop.
Yes, that was one. He rejected it, can you believe? Bob Newhart, Jackie Gleason, and Groucho all rejected the offer from NBC. And then Johnny took it. Remember Art Fern, the great Karnak, Aunt Blabby, all characters that were a part of Carson's. He was
repertoire.
He was married 4 times. First one was Jody, second one Joanne, third one Joanna, and then there was Alexis.
Yeah.
So anyway, Johnny Carson, who I think was brilliant, and I loved watching Johnny Carson. I still do. Watch the reruns. Dwight Yoakam, 63 today, born in Pikesville, Kentucky,
Okay.
but raised in Columbus, Ohio. 20 albums, charted 30 singles, sold more than 25 million records. His country is called hip honky tonk.
Okay.
All right.
He was also starred in Sling Blade.
Yes. His first album was Guitars, Cadillacs, and Hillbilly Music.
Second album was Hillbilly Deluxe.
That's right. Johnny Cash once said that Yoakam was his favorite country singer.
He can sing.
That's a pretty good compliment.
Not a
Yeah.
bad. Remember, he dated Sharon Stone for a while, and she said, quote, kissing Dwight Yoakam was like kissing a dirt sandwich.
Okay.
I don't see any record of him being married or having kids. That pretty much cured him, I guess, of kissing big
Nobody
stars.
wants to kiss him.
Well, yeah, he tastes like a dirt sandwich,
That's right.
apparently.
Ryan Reynolds is 42 today. You know who I'm talking about? Started on a Canadian teen soap opera, but then he became the star of Van Wilder. Remember that? The National Lampoon. He was in Waiting, The Proposal, he was the Green Lantern.
Okay.
He also has been in Deadpool 1 and 2. I haven't watched that. He's had a lifelong struggle with anxiety, and he has solved that by becoming one of the owners of Aviation American Gin Company of Portland, Oregon. Gin. You know what his gin is percentage-wise on alcohol? It'd be good for that Tang drink that you guys put together, okay? 42% alcohol.
Wow. That's flammable.
Woo! That's incredible. Anyway, he was once engaged to Alanis Morissette, the singer,
Yeah.
and he married Scarlett Johansson, was a nice-looking girl.
Yeah.
They were married for 3 years, and then they divorced, and now he's married to his co-star from, I think, Green Lantern, Blake Lively, between 2012 and now, and they've got 3 kids. This date in history, October 23rd, in 1929, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged, starting the Great Depression. 1930, J.K. Scott was the first miniature golf tournament organizer.
Miniature
Yes.
golf.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. How much miniature golf have the two of you put in?
A lot.
I don't put in a lot lately, but I played a lot earlier.
I go to the one down at Grave. I'll take the grandkids down there. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I need to do that with
do.
grandkids.
They got a big playground out there.
Oh, that sounds
Let
like
'em
a
go.
great idea. I might try that. 1956, NBC broadcasted the first videotape recording, the tape of Jonathan Winter's was seen coast to coast in the United States. 56.
That was a genius.
He was. 73, U.S. President Richard Nixon agreed to turn over the subpoenaed tapes concerning the Watergate. Isn't that interesting and ironic right now? 1962, in music history, Steve and Morris Judkins, later known as, Steveland Morris Judkins. You know who that is? Steveland Morris
Steve
Judkins.
Perry?
No, Little Stevie Wonder.
Little Stevie Wonder, okay.
Age of 12, recorded his first single. Thank You for Loving Me All the Way was the name of it. In 78, CBS Records raised the price of vinyl records by $1 to
78?
78.
Would have been $9.99, $10.99?
You're close.
$8.99.
$8.98 was a vinyl record, and now they're coming back.
Yep.
Would you have ever guessed vinyl would come back this way?
Vinyls will outsell CDs this year. Is that what I read yesterday?
That doesn't surprise me.
Does not surprise me either.
My grandson calls them big CDs.
Big CDs. All right.
2000
Remember the laser disc
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
things they had?
Uh-huh. Great big
Lasted about, 2 months.
Remember Beta?
Beta, too. That was...
Beta was far superior to VHS as far as quality goes,
Yep.
but it just never...
Never took off.
I had a Betamax player back in the
Did
day.
you?
Yeah.
But the thing was the size of it.
It was the size of
It's
this
huge.
This
audio
console.
board here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And had a little bit of tape. About that big. So
2005, in Chicago, Lou Rawls gave his last performance when he performed the national anthem in the United States to start Game 2 of the World Series, 2005.
All right.
That's the last time we heard of Lou Rawls. And the question of the day, this is, of course, from the great provocateur, Ken Odie, do you understand TIF? Tax increment financing. To say in a word, no.
I appreciate, and I appreciate people's honesty.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to talk about that when we come back on Morning Coffee with Ken Odie.
and we're still looking
Yes.
for the winner of 4 tickets to see Illini and
All
Rutgers.
you got to do is
in 2
name
weeks.
the university or the college.
Name the college in Illinois where Jay Berwanger played back in the 30s. First winner of the Heisman Trophy.
Little Caesars Thin Crust Pizza is so loaded with cheese and pepperoni you can't even see the crust. And if you ever want to see it again, listen very carefully. Bring $6.49 in unmarked bills or marked bills or coins or just a credit or debit card to Little Caesars. Come alone and bring your friends or family. Bring everyone. Get a Little Caesars large thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
Walgreens knows the scariest thing about Halloween isn't skeletons or ghosts. It's running out of candy. With every doorbell, your candy bowl shrinks to nothing. Lucky for you, Walgreens is minutes away so you can get in and out quickly. Select varieties of fun and snack-sized candy bags or buy one, get one free. Like Kit Kat, Snickers, and Butterfinger. Grab these deals before they vanish as fast as your candy bowl. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Offer valid in-store and online 10/20 to 10/31 with card while supplies last.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Gonzalez with People's National Bank. People's National Bank has partnered with Zelle. Zelle is an easy way to send and receive money with family, friends, and others you trust. You can use Zelle today right from your PNB To Go mobile banking app. Money moves directly between bank accounts fast. Stop by People's National Bank today to learn more about Zelle. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
When there's no time to be sick, let SSM Health help you feel better faster. For just $25, you can consult an SSM Health provider online about most minor illnesses. Just answer a few questions, receive your treatment plan, and a prescription if needed. It's that easy. Virtual visits are available to everyone. No insurance is required. Start the healing from home at ssmhealth.com/virtual visit.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when San Francisco Mayor George Moscone was gunned down by a former city official? Former basketball star Bill Bradley was elected to the U.S. Senate. Jim Rice and Dave Parker were picked as baseball's MVPs. Bobby Orr retired from hockey.
My leg cannot handle playing. I'm disappointed.
We said farewell to Norman Rockwell, Gene Tunney, and the Reverend Jim Jones and his 900 followers in Jonestown, Guyana. Meanwhile, here's what the radio is serving up.
And you don't bring me flowers. How you gonna see me now? Don't throw it all away on the back in New York. Ooh, for the life I'm alive again. I will be in love with you. She's my best friend's girl. I can see it.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Honey, it's our favorite time of year, and I got you something to celebrate.
A McRib! It's just what I wanted.
Happy McRib season, sweetie.
I love you.
I love you too.
Actually, I was talking to my McRib.
Oh, okay, well, I'll leave you two alone.
Celebrate McRib season with McDonald's. Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib, only for a limited time and only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
November 1978.
Chic and Le Freak, the top song of November 1978. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Start a new fashion story during Customer Appreciation Week at Carnaby Square. We're posting a new discount on Facebook every day this week in celebration of your support of our small local business. Look on Facebook or your newspaper for the Carnaby Customer Appreciation Coupon. It'll save you 20% on a clothing item when you buy one through October 26th. Plus, a free Brighton travel jewelry case with your $75 Brighton purchase. So shop our store filled with beautiful boutique brands during Customer Appreciation Week through Saturday at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Hi everyone, I'm your closet. I am stuffed to the max. How many shirts can one person need and who needs this many shoes? I get it, it's all about looking good, but do you really need to keep the shirt you wore in 8th grade? I mean, think of it this way. If you do clean me out, you can shop more, so it's a win-win. Just remember, shop Fairfield first and look for great finds at CDC's new to you.
Here's what's going on Saturday, October 26th. It's ARF's Halloween Hairball. Yappy Hour begins at 7 o'clock at the Fairfield Elks Lodge. Torn and Frey will return for their 17th Hairball performance. Tickets are $25 at the door, $20 in advance. You can get those advance tickets at Carnaby Square, Country Roads Realty, Studio 117, and at the Fairfield Elks Club. All attendees must be at least 21 years of age or older. And Wayne City Manors will be having a fall carnival on Sunday, October 27th. It's on the school and the Baptist Church parking lots in Wayne City. At 3 o'clock, there will be free food and games. At 5 o'clock, costume judging, and a trunk or treat will start at 6 p.m.
All right, welcome back to Morning Coffee. Before we get into the question of the day, congratulations to Donnie Rogers. He knew that Jay Berwanger, who was the first winner of the Heisman Trophy, was a star halfback for the University of Chicago Maroons football team. All right, where he was known as the one-man football team. Berwanger, here's a little more information for you. He became the first player drafted into the National Football League in its first ever 1936 NFL draft. Never played.
Never played for the NFL.
Never played in the NFL. Understand that they wouldn't pay him enough.
Did he become a doctor?
That I don't know.
That's a pretty good school for that.
Good question, George. Well done.
Yeah, that is
well
a
played.
great question.
All right, so Professor Dreeth is going to step up to the microphone right now. He's going to teach you a little bit about TIFF. Okay? So let's say, and you can, please
chime
interject
in
or tell me if you don't agree with me. Let's just say that this acre here that the radio station sits on was in the city. Okay? And let's say it was taken into a TIF district. And so they would lock in what is paid by the owner of this radio station. At that moment, they would lock in that amount that they pay in property taxes. Then, during the course of the next 20 years, everything above that locked-in amount would go to the TIF fund. So let's say the owner of this radio station paid $5,000 a year for the property taxes, and the next year it was $5,500. That $500 would go into the TIF account, and that's why it's a big deal about Farrington Farms. They spent $1 million, apparently illegally because it went from one TIF to the other, $1 million for infrastructure with the idea they were going to get it back on the come after 20 homes were built out there because they had locked in the price of the property, and then they were going to build 20 homes, and then everything above that, so you have a $250,000 house, was going to put that much money back into the TIF account and replenish it. Was my explanation?
In a nutshell, yes. That's the way I interpret it.
All right.
That's the way I interpret it as well. But 80% of the people in our listening audience, 172 votes, 139 of them don't know what TIF is, how it works.
And this isn't something that's new to this administration. This has been going, the TIF fund has been there for years, over several administrations. And?
Oh, it was dealt with in different ways over the course of those administrations.
Different approaches.
As well. Nate says his explanation on our poll. It's an account set aside to help particular businesses or projects, but the mayor and city council do with it what they choose. Is that someone close, he asks? Well,
it has been in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been referred to in the past as a slush fund for city government because the money just pours into it, and then they in the past have not really gone through much of a process on how they handed it out. Mary Ann says to understand TIF, it's best to read the documents on how it's used. Google Fairfield, Illinois TIF. You can read the 2018 report and view the TIF area
Sure
map.
can.
There you go. So a little bit of research will get you what you want.
Yep.
That's true of most things. Before you comment, at least have the facts.
Always good to be able to check out the facts. All right. Well, I've got a bunch of...
It's interesting.
It is. And is that your understanding?
It is my understanding.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Get her done.
Well, we are.
Alrighty.
We are almost every day getting her done here at
That's
the radio
not a TIF
station.
project. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. All right.
I think he means get the TIF projects done.
Oh, okay. Hey, here's something that I thought was pretty interesting. The chicken dance, that most people do at weddings. Well,
yeah.
Aren't you glad you brought that up?
Blair Hardy and Adam Tyson.
It'll be stuck in your head the rest of the day, Mark.
I know.
Did you notice the last name?
It's better than the Christmas carols I've had stuck in my head the last couple of days.
That's because your wife's watching that stupid channel with all the Christmas movies.
Yes.
I forbid that.
And I'm dragging out Christmas trees at the shop.
It's forbidden. There will be none of that at my house. Yeah, that's the stupid part of it. You think I have no say whatsoever on that. Anyway, Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
No.
Oh.
Adam Tyson, and he was married.
Tyson Foods?
Tyson Chicken.
Tyson Chicken.
With his last name with Blair, with her last name about to become Tyson, the company thought it was the perfect chance to surprise the couple with a year's supply of Tyson Fun Nuggets, as well as a custom nugget wedding bouquet.
They're vegetarians, aren't they?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The bride also received a letter from Noel White, the president and CEO of Tyson Foods. In the letter, he offers some words of marital advice. He said, never go to bed angry unless he ate the last nugget.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello?
Are you there?
Get her done. Okay, so there you go.
Funny story. I was driving on the Pennyroyal Parkway,
Down by Hoptown.
Down by Hoptown, where the Tyson plant is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruising along there. It's a boring drive.
Yes, it
Sorry,
is.
Kentucky. But
Yes, it
that
is.
boring. Knowing that they're near the chicken plant, and from right to left comes this chicken.
No.
Booking it across the highway. And I said, go,
Escape!
go. You got
Escape!
it made. I mean, he was trucking.
They didn't get him.
He escaped.
Get a load of this. We talk about governmental overreach. This is from Boston, Massachusetts. One Massachusetts lawmaker wants to make it criminal to call someone the B word. We know what that is,
Yeah,
right?
we know what that is.
Okay, but I'm wondering. I'm trying to figure out why you would make that into. I mean, it's poor taste. I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, it is.
We don't do that. But the Boston Herald reports Democratic Representative Daniel Hunt introduced legislation to be heard by the Judiciary Committee this week, which would charge somebody with disorderly conduct if they use the word to degrade or demean another person. Now, that charge would recommend a $150 fine. We're talking about the B word now. B,
Yeah.
as in
B as in boy.
Boy. For a first offense and 6 months in jail for subsequent offenses, along with a $200 fine. Some experts say that it's patently unconstitutional. Speaking of this.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to open a can of worms here.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello, Mr. Mark.
Hey, how's it going, Gary?
Well, how's that Drees guy? You put up with him?
I try to.
Okay.
He has no choice.
I got a question for Ken.
Oh, good.
How many playoff football, high school, since he's a referee, how many games has he done of like postseason? Or I was kind of interested in his career.
I don't have a total. Let's see. I've been an official for 36 years. Probably done the playoffs for 32 of them. 4 state finals. So that's 5 rounds. I'm going to say 40 to 50.
And Ken, can I give you a comment?
Sure.
I like you because you're fair. You listen to other people. You can agree and disagree, but you're fair. You've got your views on things, but you're kind of 50-50, and that's what I like about you.
As opposed to Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mike, who's clearly about 90-10. All right, thanks for the call.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, I appreciate that. I've been
I'll have to
snubbed all over the place today.
I'm going to send him a quarter. I'll tell you what.
I'm getting snubbed all over the place.
Checks in the mail, Gary.
All right, so I'm opening the can of worms here.
All right. Devil's advocate time.
No. It's just
the can of worms. All right.
Here's the can of worms. Last night at the city council, you were there, Ken. At the end of the meeting, we got this kind of surprise piece of news that there were people in the 4th Ward, an entire block or 2 of people that are not getting their mail.
Doggate.
All right.
And the way I understand it, you tell me if I understand it wrong, there's one dog at one house that has gotten loose more than once, trapping our mail carrier in that area, and that the postmaster, who has the authority, has said, until that dog's gone, I'm not putting my folks in harm's way.
This is the second report they've had filed on this dog, and I don't know when the first one was, and I don't know whose dog it is or anything like that.
No, I don't know that either.
And the police were not involved, which I found amazing. So Chief Calculator briefed the council, and he said, now we've asked the post office, if you have an issue like this, please
let us know.
Get us involved in it, and maybe we can intervene. And
that's what I like about Ken Odie. He's 50-50 on things like this.
Yeah.
He's not 90-10 like me. But I think it's, and I'll probably do a commentary about this, so I'm not going to give away all my thoughts about this because obviously I'm 90-10. I don't know that it's the police department. If the police department doesn't get called, then how can they? And no one's been bitten by this dog. I don't know what the police department can do.
Well, he said that it hasn't bitten anyone, so there's nothing they can do.
That's one.
It's running loose, so they've
well,
got...
they can write citations
yes,
if it's
for a
found
loose
running
dog.
loose.
Loose dog.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was revealed that there's at least 2 cases in court in Fairfield
Yes.
concerning dogs running loose.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't either.
I did not either.
All right, so they're doing something about it when they get
Yes,
a
they
chance. As far as the Postal Service, I don't think I can find fault there.
It's in their manual. They looked it up, and that's the Postal Service manual. So they advised the people there that we were going to have to get a P.O. box at the post office or install a mailbox out next to the street. And with that being said, I'll lead right into this.
All right.
My good friend Kevin Leonard of the City Water Department asked me to share, folks, if you decide to put in a mailbox out in front of your house before you dig that hole, call Julie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I thought, what a...
That's a good
he
idea.
approached me after the council meeting last night. He said, would you please share that? And I thought, that's genius. Because I could just see, because he said some of the water lines in places aren't very deep in places. So
if I was to say this, and of course, I'm not as fair as you are, Ken. If I was to say that becomes a neighborhood responsibility cause, if I was told I had to go to the post office to get my mail by virtue of somebody down the block not taking care of their dog, I'd be pretty upset.
I think
in
I'd
that
have
neighborhood,
I
there's
think I'd have
several
a talk with that neighbor.
Yeah, there's
That's
several,
exactly what I would
several
do.
older people in that neighborhood. I mean,
Wouldn't you be having a neighborhood meeting of some sort?
but it is not the city's responsibility,
No.
except if the dog's running loose, and then obviously the PD's involved, and they're doing a great job of trying to take care of it.
So this is a problem that I don't see being solved except for on a neighborhood level. And if they don't want to give up their dog, okay, then I don't know how it gets resolved, period.
Well,
I mean, that's the only thing that's going to
You
change
put a
anything.
mailbox out by the street, or you get a P.O. box at the post office.
There's something terribly wrong about that,
Well,
don't you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, because it's costing. I mean, how much money is a post office box per month? I don't know. I mean, is it what, $15,
I don't know.
$20? I don't know. And then what would it cost you to have a mailbox put out in your front yard? You got to buy the mailbox, you got to buy the post, you got to buy
And then
the
you got an old
concrete.
person trying to creep out there to get their mail at the end
It's
of the
not good.
walk. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway,
Not a good situation.
I'm probably going to do some sort of jaded, opinionated.
I don't think
piece
we've
on
heard the
that.
last of this.
I'm
No,
going to make sure.
I
I
guarantee
keep,
you we have not heard the last of this one.
By the way, study comes in. Most parents, I've mentioned that I'm at Halloween Central.
Yeah.
Most parents, more than 3/4, admit stealing from their kids' Halloween candy stash.
Guilty as charged.
Yep.
And more than 1/4 say they end up eating more candy than the kids.
I can safely say that at times I've ate more candy than I've given out on Halloween.
I kind of miss not
Because,
having...
I put that big bowl out by the front door, and then I start have a piece of candy. Then
There
I
has
have another
never
piece
been
of
a
candy.
Snickers
Then-
go into
then
a
after about
bag
a
at my house
then,
ever.
Then after about a half hour, I just turn the light off so I can finish the
There
rest
you
of the
go.
bowl.
I went in the other day. I was right behind the mayor at FMB.
Yeah.
I got $1 million line of credit for
Oh,
the
did you?
candy that I'm going to have to put out because of the Grodies across the street, who do, of course, box office business. I mean, hundreds of kids can't wait to get to Grodi's house. Guess what? When they get done, they come over to my house.
Well, yeah.
So I've got to now. I've got to pick
You got to
up.
take out a line of credit.
I'm working nights at Dollar General so that I can get up enough money. I'm waiting for the job up in Sisney.
Boy, you're just burning bridges all
man.
over the place today, aren't you?
I don't
You are
care.
in fuego.
It's the 90-10 thing, isn't it?
Well, I'm 95 on that.
95-5.
I'm
All right.
95. got a couple of folks that totally disagree with me this morning about what's happening in Sisney.
Sell it cheap and stack it high. Watch the downtown merchants cry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he's 50-50.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the big box stores.
Not a fan of Walmart. The book I refer to in the commentary is called The Walmart Effect, and you see it. You've seen it happen here. I felt sorry. You know, the gentleman that's the mayor up in Sisney used to run the Western Auto there.
Yep.
And guess what happened as soon as the shovel went in the ground in Fairfield and Flora for Walmart? No more Western Auto.
Yeah, the bells.
And I understand
the bells started tolling.
This is the era that we're in, and I get it. And for me to say, "Oh, I just don't shop there," I do, and so does everyone else.
Sure,
you have to.
know,
there are certain things.
don't come up
you
to me.
cannot get at a downtown business.
Don't come up to me and call me a hypocrite when you see me at Walmart or at Dollar General. There's sometimes I've got to go there.
Yeah.
But if I can, usually I just the crowds and somebody will approach me and want an autograph, and it's just horrible.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Your people and their people can do lunch maybe. By the way, I've got a call to make today at about 11 o'clock. I have another big guest. Another
Really?
former TV star from the 1960s who will be joining us in the next 2 weeks. You want to guess? You want to guess?
Give us a clue.
Give you a clue?
Give us a clue.
Yeah. I'll give you a clue. Let me think.
Is it a human or is it an animal?
It is a human.
Is it Alf?
I'm going to say that...
It's not Alf then, apparently.
Semper Fi.
It's not Jim. It's not Jim Neighbors.
He's not with us anymore.
Oh, I know who it is. I
Is
know
it
who
Sergeant Carter?
No, he's not with us.
He's not with us anymore.
I know who it is.
Bunny, the girlfriend?
No,
Bunny's not a part of
Okay.
it. But you're getting close. You're getting very warm.
I know who it is.
Well, say it.
Is it Duke?
Duke Snyder. I'm talking to him this morning.
Really?
I am.
All right.
So I'm going to give him a call about 11 o'clock. I think it'd be interesting. Ronnie Shell is his name. And he's
been in other TV shows.
Yeah. I've got to do more research on him before we have him on the show, but I think that'd be interesting to talk about.
I think
He
so.
was on, there were 5 years. Norma Powell, USMC, was on for 5 years. He was in the first 3 years as a regular grunt with Gomer.
Yeah.
He took a year off for some reason. The year 4 season, he's not there.
Yeah.
And he comes back for the final year, year 5, as the corporal between Sergeant Carter and Gomer. And he's the go-between as they, of course, have conflicts.
All right.
Ronnie Shell, and it'll be in the next week or two.
Okay.
I will have him on, and we'll have an opportunity. He's not going to be here. He's in California. He's 84 years old.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hey.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey to Ronnie.
Hey to Ronnie. All
Well,
right. Trivia.
Yes.
Coyote's got trivia
Guinness
today.
World Records trivia.
All right.
Morning. 10 questions.
Guinness World Records.
Okay, I've done my civic duty. I was supposed to mention the chili supper, which you did so eloquently. And,
That's because we're going.
And from Brother Kevin Leonard to call Julie when you start digging your post hole in your front yard.
We've done it. Anything else on the list?
No.
Okay.
Trivia
Tell you what,
question.
once you pour that hole, put chili in it.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good chili.
That'll set.
All right, May 6th.
Easy for you to say.
1954 was the first time somebody ran 1 mile in less than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
With a time of 3:59.4. Who set this record?
I can do that. Can you?
I can't think of the name.
I can.
In August 1963. Now I can do multiple choice if you want.
Okay.
Just try us.
In August 1963, a new record was set. Youngest solo artist at number 1, breaking the record set just 4 months prior by You Know Her, You Love Her, Little Peggy.
I think I know this
Little
one.
Peggy March.
I think I know this one.
15 years and 2 months. Who was this artist?
Okay, well, I think we might have mentioned him earlier. Is what I might guess.
Oh, no. Not sure.
Maybe not. Well, maybe we'll.
Do you want the four
Nope,
choices?
nope, not yet.
No.
All right, number 3, Ray Tomlinson, working at MIT, was the first person to do what in 1971?
Okay. I know that one. I'm pretty sure I know that one.
Man, you guys are on top of things.
No.
All right, on April 3rd, 1973, Martin Cooper of Motorola made a phone call to Joel Engel of Bell Labs to let him know Motorola just made the first What?
I think I know that one.
Okay.
Number 5, on January 3rd, 1983, Kilauea. I thought there was a name there. Mount Kilauea.
Mount Kilauea.
Where do you get clow from that?
I was looking down there at another name.
Here.
Hey.
Here.
You get his
Hey,
glasses.
guys. Number 5. Question 5.
Yeah.
On January 3rd, 1983, Kilauea began to erupt, and 12,125 days later was still erupting.
Mm-hmm.
Which world record pertaining to volcanoes did Kilauea hold during the Guinness Book of World Records 60th anniversary in 2014? Most active North American volcano, longest continuously erupting volcano, most active volcano, or longest continuous record of eruptions?
Okay.
Number 6. Jean Calment became the world's oldest person in 1988.
Say
I'm
what?
sorry.
Yeah.
That's Jean, not Jean. I thought it was French. Jean Calment.
We.
Became the world's oldest person in 1988. At the time of her death in 1996, what other record did she hold according to Guinness? Oldest woman of all time, oldest human being of all time, most consecutive years as the oldest human, or oldest known European?
All right.
Number 7, Brian Berg, a resident of Iowa, reached this height in 1992 and went on to break his own record 9 more times.
Okay.
Tallest man, tallest stalk of corn, highest free fall, or tallest house of cards. Number 8, on October 15th, 1997, a new land speed record was set at Black Rock Desert in Nevada. Thrust SSC was driven by Andy Green at what incredible speed? 1,000 miles per hour, 687.43, 403.100, or 763.035.
All right.
Number 9, 2005 saw a very deadly record broken by Darren Taylor, the highest shallow dive, jumping into a 12-inch deep pool of water, was successfully set at 33 feet 10 inches. Has Mr. Taylor continued his death-defying stunt since setting the record in 2005? Yes, but he's 4 inches shorter. Number 10. Those with a fear of heights need not apply. On October 14, 2012, Felix Baumgartner jumps from 127,900 feet to break the record for the highest free fall parachute jump, only to be broken 2 years later. How long did the first record of 102,800 feet hold? 74 years, 17 years, 52 years, or 23 years?
We're all about falling here today.
It is all about falling.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to come back with the answers to that.
I can't get up.
After this.
Fuels close out the high school football regular season Friday at El Dorado, and we've got all the action for you on WFIW 104.9 at WFIWradio.com. Our broadcast about 6:45 p.m. Friday with pregame information. Mules football is brought to you by Fairfield Memorial Hospital, Fairfield Save-A-Lot, the Fairfield Banking Company, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Vaughn Steyer, People's National Bank, Gill Sales and Service, Fairfield Printing and Graphics, and McDowell, Kinslow and Jessup, LLC.
Simply Enough has discounted certificates on the Big Deal Store. Pair that with a buy one, get one free on select scrubs or the half-price shoes and make your money go further.
WFIW-FM and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt from Ultra Products in Fairfield. On Friday, January 3rd, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all the entries and win a Carbon Express Piledriver 390 crossbow valued at $400. Go to WFIWradio.com for complete details. Good luck, hunters.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast: sunshine today, high 70, clear tonight, low 45. Cloudy and 60 tomorrow. For Friday, cloudy skies, 60 degrees. Rain likely 58, the high on Saturday, and for Sunday, partly cloudy, high 65. Overnight low 39, yesterday's high was 62. Currently, humidity at 71%, winds from the south-southeast at 4 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.1. Right now, sunshine. We've got 48 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation.
We're back.
And it's trivia time.
Okay. May 8th, 1954 was the first time somebody ran 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. Time of 3:59.4. Who set the record?
Roger Bannister from Great Britain.
Yep.
Correct. In August 1963, a new record was set, youngest solo artist at number 1, breaking the record set just 4 months prior by Little Peggy March, 15 years and 2 months old. Who was this artist?
I would have said Stevie Wonder, but that can't be it.
I'm thinking Frankie Avalon.
No, he didn't go out. He wasn't that young when he did it.
What did Brother Ron say? Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is
was,
correct.
Okay, it was Stevie
right.
Wonder. Okay.
Well, good. I got 2 there.
I was thinking that
All right.
was before that. Before they,
Number 3, Ray
allowed that
Tomlinson,
sort of stuff.
working at MIT, was the first person to do what in 1971?
Use the internet.
Make a mobile phone call, hack a computer, digitalize the Oxford Dictionary of the English language, or send an email.
Send an email, yeah.
That's what the peanut gallery's going with, email.
Mobile phone call.
Oh, mobile phone call.
On April 3rd, 1973, Martin Cooper of Motorola made a phone call to Joel Engel of Bell Labs to let him know Motorola just made the first what?
Called him on his cell phone to tell him that.
Right, mobile phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, he went, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah.
Number 5, on January 3rd, 1983, Kilauea began to erupt, and 12,125 days later was still erupting. Which world record pertaining to volcanoes did Kilauea hold during the Guinness Book of World Records 60th anniversary in 2014?
I think the longest continuous eruption.
I'm going to go with that.
Most active volcano.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, Jean Calment became the world's oldest person in 1988 at the time of her death in 1996. What other record did she hold according to Guinness? Oldest woman of all time, oldest human being of all time, most consecutive years as the oldest human, or oldest known European?
I think the most consecutive years as the oldest human.
I'll go with that as well.
Oldest human being of all time.
How old?
Didn't say. Sorry.
How can you not know how old it is?
I have nothing there.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
He's 50-50 on this.
Yeah.
Right.
She could be old.
So yeah, I don't.
Or
wanna,
she could be
see, I
older.
don't want to offend anyone. So
Don't
I
offend
just-
anybody.
Yeah.
All right, number 7.
Let me do that.
Brian Berg, a resident of Iowa, reached this height in 1992. Again, don't ask me because I don't know what the height is.
He was 6 foot.
And went on to break his own record 9 more times. Tallest man, tallest stalk of corn, highest free fall, or tallest house of cards?
I'm going to say tallest stalk of corn.
It's in Iowa. I'll
Yeah,
go with
Iowa.
you, too.
Iowa?
Nope. Tallest
No?
house of cards.
Tallest house of cards.
But I don't know how high. I'll tell you next. Hey, I'll tell you next Wednesday.
You know,
I
do a
know,
little
I know.
research, man. Come on.
Let me tell you something. I was, when I did this trivia,
He's going to ask for a pay increase if you keep this
ask,
up.
ask Jeff. What time did you get an email from me this morning?
He was doing it at
4:33.
That's what I was doing.
4:36.
You were doing this at
I wo-
4:33
I
this
woke
morning?
up. I thought, my Lord, I never told Jeff about the hotel thing, so I got up and shot him an email. I thought, good heavens, I got to do trivia too. So
it's a burden.
Forgive me. Okay, number 8. On October 15th, 1997, a new land speed record was set at Black Rock Desert in Nevada. Thrust SSC was driven by Andy Green to what incredible speed?
I'm going to say the 780.
If you do that, you-
whatever.
763.035?
Yeah.
You break the sound barrier if you do that.
Correct.
I was right. Woo! I got one right.
All right, number 9. 2005 saw a very deadly record broken by Darren Taylor, the highest shallow dive. Jumping into a 12-inch deep pool of water was successfully set at 33 feet 10 inches.
Now known as Shorty.
Has Mr. Taylor continued his death-defying stunt since setting the record in 2005? Yes or no?
Yes.
He keeps doing it?
Heck yes.
How do you do that? You got to, as soon as you hit the water, you got to be.
He belly flops.
Oh, no.
He
You
belly
can't do
flop.
that. Oh,
I don't know.
That would be, you'd be passed out from the pain of belly flopping at that height.
I know. Poor Darren. All right.
Yeah.
Number 10. Those with a fear of heights need not apply. On October 14th, 2012, Felix Baumgartner jumps from 127,900 feet to break the record for the highest free fall parachute jump, only to be broken 2 years later. How long did the first record of 102,800 feet hold?
I'm going with the 52 years.
Boom.
Right, good.
Boom.
Well,
Chakalaka.
Boom chakalaka.
Or boom Marky Marka.
Not bad. that didn't work. All right.
Hey, I'm going to get Reese's.
All you're going to do is irritate him.
Boy, this is a tough crowd
Listen,
today.
Matt Carpenter's a great player. We should keep him. All right. Thank you.
We hate Hardee's.
Thank you, Ken, for being here, as you are every Wednesday.
Go eat
And
chili. Call Julie.
That's right.
Keep your dogs in the house.
There you go. I think you summed up the whole show.
You got it.
Take care. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump announces on Twitter the creation of a safe zone for Kurds in northern Syria and that captured ISIS fighters are secured. He'll make a statement from the White House at 11 Eastern.
After the U.S. troops have left, Turkey is turning to Russia to conduct joint patrols along the Syrian border. And yesterday, President Trump's U.S. envoy to the Syria fight, Jim Jeffrey, in a stark admission said that if American troops had not left